My grandfather and his father were in a shipping partnership, and they traveled extensively in the Baltic countries as far as St. Petersburg, and they obviously acquired this during their period. There is a note with it which says acquired from the old curiosity shop St. Petersburg.
And what date was that?
That would have been around about the turn of the century, as far as I can guess, give or take 10 years.
Yes. Well, actually, around and about the turn of the century is exactly when it's made. And that's exactly why it's a rather sophisticated one, really. It's almost the last gasp of icon making before the Russian Revolution. And, of course, with the Russian Revolution, the making of sophisticated icons was simply not allowed. So, in a way, this is a very heightened view of a very ancient art form that comes from Byzantium. Have you thought more about this metal? Tell me what you think about that.
Well, to me, the thing is almost divided into two parts. One is the very ornate and stylized metal surround, and the other is the essential human part of these faces, looking out with compassion.
Well, absolutely right, and compassion would be central to all of that. This is a very important object in the Orthodox religion, and in a way, this silver casing is there to protect what is seen as a metaphor for heaven. Icons are tiny bits of heaven snatched down for the mortal world to look at, and it's really how they've been viewed for a very long time. So in order to sort of to protect them, these ocklads have been made, the boxes, if you like, to cover the icon. It's probably come to as an enormous surprise to you that underneath this is a meticulously painted icon in full underneath here. If we were to unpin these nails and take it off, we would find the entire icon in paint with the same level of sophistication as we find here. It would be quite forgivable for you to imagine that these images were simply painted at a later stage, not so.
Yes.
The old curiosity shop is something I want to return to, because I don't believe it was an old curiosity shop. I think that he went to one of the most famous goldsmiths in Russia at that time. And I know he did, as a matter of fact, because at the foot of the icon here, I can see the signature of a goldsmith called Pavel Ovchinnikov, who was a competitor of Fabergé and somebody that liked to work in the old Russian taste. They're very important in Russian homes, too. They occupied the right angles of rooms, because it's long been believed that right angles were inhabited by the devil himself, that evil lived at right angles. So these were positioned in a room above the head at the corner of the room. You'd have a collection of them, probably. Anyway, a beautiful, beautiful relic of pre-revolutionary Russia. I think it's rather sort of awful to try to price it at all, really, because it is a holy image, and I'm going to have a go at it. I think it's worth £1,500 for insurance.
Yes, thank you.